Hello and welcome to Supporting Business Applications. This video is being recorded for both you people in 57 and you people in 58. So hopefully that won't mess things around too much. My name is Grant Spencer. I'll talk about me more in a minute. And I just sort of what I wanted to do with this video is just give sort of an introduction to the course. I know I'm a student as well, so I know it really, it helps to even in an asynchronous online experience. It's good to basically get some kind of touch base with the instructor. Um, right now, we're looking at D2L. If it looks a bit different, it's because I'm actually looking at the instructor view. There's a reason for that, which I'll talk about in a minute, but it's not going to be that much different. I've left you guys a love note right here, which has most of the information that I'm about to give you, or at least access to it. But what I thought I'd do right now is just kind of show you at least around a little bit of D2L. You'll find that this course is not going to exist a lot on D2L. There's a couple things you'll be able to check, but most of it is in something called MindTap, and I'll talk about that in a minute. First thing I want you to notice is there's a syllabus to this guy, and by going to the content section and going to the tab that says syllabus, you'll see it's right there. So I'm going to click on this and we're going to talk about the syllabus, everybody's favorite topic. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the syllabus, at least the bits I want to talk about, and then I'll leave you guys to read the rest. First of all, as I said, my name's Grant Spencer. There's my email address. Who the heck am I? Well, I also put out there in the content section a link to my LinkedIn. It is right underneath the syllabus, right there. Probably not the best place for it, but that's where it is right now. And if you were to click on that, you'd end up going to this particular LinkedIn profile. Let's just shrink that down a little bit. And you can learn everything you want to know about me, or you can just more or less ignore it. But basically, what I want you to see is, sure, I've been basically teaching here since 2008. I've been teaching in Mid-State as 2008. I taught at Hennepin and I taught at Dakota Tech. I have not, however, taught since 2021. What that means is that I'm trying to relearn what I learned about D2L, as well as this new thing for me called MindTap. And again, I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll get through this. We'll figure it out. I'm not that worried about it, but it is going to affect at least the first couple of weeks as I'm trying to sort of figure some things out. And I will say, by the way, the college is very supportive of trying to help me out as well. Um, I am a youth pastor, but that's not super relevant here. And then basically the last corporate gig I had was a manager of cloud data engineering, which I did for about 5 years. And then I was kind of taken out in a reorganization. It's fine. I'll get another job at some point. I'm actually interviewing in quite a few places. Everything's fine, right? But anyway, in this role, I basically led a team of 15 engineers, and we did a bunch of really cool things. Then before that, I was 20 years at Oracle, which is again leading teams and stuff. And then we have some prehistory. What I want you to understand about that is that I don't want to do that. Even in this world of pretty technical things, the things that I did are definitely related to what we're going to be learning in this course. I've been using Windows, Excel, PowerPoint, um, sure, probably others. Uh, some of them when they were immediately, available. And I got to say that it's really helped me in my career to be very comfortable with these tools. And and I got to say, even when I get comfortable, that's usually when a new release comes out. So it's important. This is important stuff. That even if you're going to continue on in IT, if you're going to go and do something else, this will be a great foundational course for you. And if you know some of this stuff already, this will be a great way to sort of get some basis. Because I've been looking ahead in the textbook, and it's like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Seriously, I've been using this technology since the mid '90s. So uh, yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to basically go through the textbook myself I should have said this, by the way. This is also my first time teaching this course as well. So I will also be going through the textbook, and I'll be doing the exercises and all that, hopefully way ahead of you, so I can take some notes and try and, see if there's anything that could be explained better. But anyway, I'm excited for this course, and I'm excited to basically be your cheerleader and coach and try and push you along there. All right. I kind of introduced myself with my LinkedIn. I would like you to introduce yourself. This is available in the discussions tab, or again, you can click on these links as well. But you'll see there's a little introduction. I would like you to take a moment to basically tell me what name you'd be addressed by, what you'd like to be addressed by, what program you're in, what do you hope to get from this course, and then some kind of personal touch, just to help us get to know each other. This is an asynchronous online experience, which means I won't really be sharing any classroom time with you. I still like to get to know students. There's actually, between the two segments, in theory, 48 of you. I don't know. Well, I could figure this out, but I don't probably know how many. I've had a look at the classes on both, and they seem to be rather long. So there's a lot of you. And I would like to know kind of who you guys are. So if you could basically, when you introduce yourself by either clicking on that link or going to discussions, um, you know, please do. And it also helps you guys to get to know each other as well. All right, so back over to the syllabus, which was here. I don't really expect any of you to really feel a need to phone me, but if you do, there's the phone number. And however, I don't answer phone calls for numbers I don't recognize. So please text first. And when you're texting, please say what course you're actually in. Same deal by the way when you're emailing. When you're emailing, please say the course you're in. Just that right there is good. Or if you want to be kind of cool, you go something like Biz app or something like that as well. But ideally, that's good enough. I will try to maintain some kind of office hours, and right now I'm gearing up for Tuesday evenings from 5 to 6. Now I say or by appointment because maybe you're working, maybe you always work 5 to 6. My daughter is taking courses as well, and I know that this would be a horrible time for her, as I know that she works in the evenings and in the day. So I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Just text me and say, hey, that time doesn't work. Is there another time we can get together? But I do try to make these are standard in a persistent room that should open up, and then there's the password for it. One thing I'll say too is I almost have as many post graduate. Well, okay, so I've got a diploma, I got a bachelor's, I got 2 masters. These all added together, I think, are almost as many hours as from grades like kindergarten to grade 12, as far as the number of years. So I appreciate what it's like to be working as a student in a college and trying to do this right. So I want to make this as easy as possible for you to get this information. And again, this information I think is kind of critical to your success anyway, not just in college but in life. All right, there are no prereqs for this. Great. This is totally online and asynchronous. It's fully designed for self-motivated learners. Okay. So the caution I have is I've done this myself. I've had to take a couple of asynchronous online courses. My daughter has taken some asynchronous online courses, and we've done the classics of falling behind, or we get like out of sync. I'm going to do what I can to cheerlead you along and make sure that you're kind of following what you need to follow. But we're kind of, I need you to be motivated to do this more so than me, right? So I can't want this more than you. So please, self-motivated, set some time. What we tell her, and even when I try to tell myself, is I try to set some time for this, because I'll be going through this too. So I'm going to basically set some time. It's called time blocking. I'll block some time for this. Please do that as well for yourself. This description, there's a link here that actually goes out to the site that describes what this course is. I'm assuming you looked at this already, but anyway, if you didn't, that is basically what is the description of this class. It's basically covering basic computer concepts on hardware and desktop application software. You're going to learn about word processing, which is Word, database, which is Access, spreadsheet, which is Excel, presentation, which is called PowerPoint, You're also going to learn things about browsers, online collaboration tools such as Teams, and I think OneNote, I think, will be in here as well. And of course, Outlook, our emailing application. This is going to be pretty Microsoft heavy one. If this was actually, I don't know. Well, I'll just tell you, this is not the only option for all this, but it is the predominant option, certainly here in the Twin Cities. While I'm here, by the way, I'll tell you that here are your learning outcomes. Okay, so all right, so let's go back to the syllabus, which I think I pushed the back button for. All right, so that was the learning outcomes, and then yeah, the course description and the learning outcomes. I'll talk about the textbook in a minute. Here's some stuff. I don't know why it looks so goofy now. It didn't look goofy before, but as far as like basic add, drop, withdraw, that comes right out of our scheduling system, and it's right there. All right. So both the modality of the fact the course is taught online asynchronous, and the dates and the this kind of information as well as how much you spent. It's all in here. All right. Cool. So let's go back to the syllabus. Syllabus was here. All right. The rest of the stuff, please just read on your own, but it's basically, boilerplate stuff that appears in almost every syllabus in this campus. What's important now is, well, what about the textbook? What is going on with the textbook? Well, here's the cool part of the textbook. Again, a link is sitting here, or if we just go to the content section, we can see that there is a mind map. Now, I suppose I should have called this textbook, but the link that I've got for you here, set gauge mind tap, sorry, is going to take you right here anyway. So that's what this is. If you click on this link, all right, so we really only have two things. We got the syllabus, and I suppose my LinkedIn, and then we have the mind tab. We click on this, and you'll have to log in, but this guy already knows me, so I'm going to log in, and you should get basically this screen. Okay, now I don't think you're going to get this part. But I remember, this is all new to me. This whole mind tap thing, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't think you have these buttons because it doesn't make any sense. But you probably have, you probably basically have the rest of this. You'll see you actually have a whole course here. All right. Now let's move my face out of the way. I can't. Was there a way to show as a student? I can't remember, man. Anyway, so there's a lot of activities. And as I say, I'll be going through all these activities, but you can click on these down arrows and actually see what all the activities are. If you don't want to do that, there's always the option to expand all as well, and that will basically expand the whole thing. You'll notice that there's sort of reading things that's supposed to be a book, watching things that's supposed to be that's basically a video, and then eventually there's stuff that's actually doing things, and this will count towards the grade, and it's got basically a point value there. Now, what I've done so far is I have unlocked. Okay, I'm going to go collapse off for a minute. I've unlocked basically this one, the course orientation for this week. So I'd like you to go through this because this is about the only one I'm kind of comfortable with letting you loose on. Some of these things, like I'm not sure. Like I would think I'm assuming you got Windows 11. I would rather you do Windows 11. But now I got to see what happens here with Windows 10. I mean, do you have to basically do the same thing in Windows 10? It looks like it's also a grade point too. So I'll figure that out for you as you go along, right? Because I think what I can probably do is knock these off and just basically have you do Windows 11 and obviously not have it impact your grade. All right, so these are the kind of fun, exciting things that I'll be trying to figure out over the next couple of days. But in your case, you can certainly start doing some reading. Now, when you're reading here, what this is going to do is it's going to shoot you into the textbook. I don't know. I'm in as an instructor, so I think I have slightly more powers than you. But I think, where is it? Yeah. If you highlight more than one thing, you can basically start, you can at least do some colorings, I think. I think you can do that kind of jazz. You can bookmark where you are. You can actually have it read to you. You can print. I don't know how much of it, but it's a whole textbook, so I'm not sure you'd actually want to print. There's going to be links right in it. So definitely, mess around. The best way to learn any of this crap is to go ahead and mess around in it, right? Mess around. And also, what I just did here when I kind of hovered my mouse and let go, I didn't have to let go of the mouse, but I basically just let the mouse sit there. This, the little text that popped up, add bookmark to this page. That's called a tooltip. The developers left that for us to look at it, say, oh, what does this do? And you kind of hover it and it tells you. You kind of hover it and it tells you. You kind of hover it and it tells you. This is Microsoft too. They're supposed to be pretty good with user interfaces. Anyway, when you are satisfied that you have read whatever you read, and I think, by the way, oh, it's a one pager. Okay, but in cases where there's more than one page, let's see if I can find. I wonder if the introduction of mine tab's got more than one page. Yeah, right there. You'll see these little navigational things, and you can kind of just click through and see stuff. All right. So that's kind of how this is going to work. That is your textbook. And then I'll be basically tracking your grades and all that on this side. What I have done is let's see if I click on the edit. I just want to show you this. I'm going to do the whole everybody, and I want to look at the actually. Oh boy, no, no, no. Okay, actually, I really don't want to mess with this too much, but I know that I believe what you'll see on this calendar is that you'll see, in theory, nothing's due this week, but next week there's 16 activities due. Pay attention to this. It's not that they're due they're during week 2, they're due on September 1st. So basically these are due effectively this week, right? That's kind of the deal there. So, again, this is another way I guess you could do this. You could basically click on these links and start going through it and knocking them off. All right. Um, please read the book. It's it's a car payment, right? I mean the amount of money you actually spend on this book is a car payment. So you definitely want to, get the most out of it. And the book will be available for the duration of this course. All right. So, but meanwhile, back to our friends in D2L. So I had the content section, which more or less is everything I wanted you to see there. And then assignments, you're not going to see anything in assignments because I'm not going to put anything there. All the assignments are in MindTap. Discussions is right now just this. I might throw another one in there later, but for now, I just want us to do that. Grades. The grades are also, I believe, available to you in MindTap, but you should start to see a grade here, a total grade for the person, right? We will see how this goes, and I am your advocate. I'm going to try and make this as peaceful as possible, but we will see how that goes. That's where the grades are going to go. There's going to be no quizzes here, and I don't think there's anything else that's relevant. All right. I was actually trying to figure a way to edit this. This is called a nav bar, by the way, navigation bar. I was trying to find a way to edit that here. I used to be able to do that in D2L. I can't seem to do it here. Yet another fun adventure for me to try and learn. All right. So I think now I have covered what I wanted to cover. So I guess a main thing I want you to know is anything I put in the announcements will also be an email to you. I'll email you through this tool, so it should go to you. And I think that's where I want to go. So look forward to more emails and little promptings, but that is basically my sort of introduction to the course. As far as more videos, I'm going to see basically what we have for videos in here as we go along. And if there's something that I think I could explain in a different way, I'm more than happy to crank out another video or even a video of basically what I think the assignment is or something like that. And kind of help you along that way. All right, good deal. Well, thank you. We'll see where this goes. I'm really excited, and And again, any questions, any problems, whatever, for goodness sakes, feel free to email me here, stressing what the subject actually is. All right, looking forward to this course and looking forward to more. Talk to you all at some point later.